everybody. I'm delighted to be here amongst old friends, new partners, and future graduates of Aventis Metaverse. I'm Dr. Loretta Chen. So Smobler is now a leader in developing lands, creating IPs, and world building for global clients. In fact, I think I can quote Enterprise Singapore. They told us that we are currently the leaders, probably the only firm here doing that. We have a team of 15 from Brazil, UK, Canada, Bhutan, Philippines, United States, and we are expanding as we speak. We are also actively fundraising, so if anyone wants to invest in us, let's have lunch. But before we bring you good news, I unfortunately want to be the bearer of some bad news. Having been an educator for over 2 decades, it pains me to see how unaffordable higher education has become. Statistics from Business Insider shows that in the last 40 years in the United States, where I'm based, college tuition has increased by 1,400%. You heard that right? It's 1,400%. Student loan debt now totals $1.7 trillion US, far more than credit card debt or car loans combined, and we know how much we spend on cars here in Singapore. The average graduate will carry nearly $30,000 in debt even before they earn their first paycheck. We also have an educational caste system. The wealthy or affluent are over twice as likely to go to college as children from lower income families, and over 5 times as likely to attend an elite school. At 38 of the top 100 colleges in America, including 5 of the Ivy Leagues, there are more students from the top 1% income than there are from the bottom 60%. This certainly impacts upward social mobility, the widening of a strong and prosperous middle class, which is needed to strengthen and sustain any economy, and improvement of lifestyles across the board. This also means that we do not provide equal access to opportunities, as education itself is a barrier to opportunity, the pursuit of happiness and the progress of our nation. Now, this is deeply personal for me. I'm able to stand here today because of the generosity and vision of Singaporean, British, and Californian taxpayers who have allowed me to get a great education for the price of a flight ticket. I'm able to stand here today because I benefited from a system which truly elevated students that existed before the budget cuts and rising costs of education seen from the aftermath of 9/11. I am a graduate before 9/11, everybody, thank you very much. The Asian financial crisis of 97, the subprime mortgage crisis of 2008, and of course, COVID. But of course now, the good news. As Albert Einstein says, in the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity. The Chinese also have a word for crisis and opportunity. 危机的机和机会的机是同样一个字，对吗？小倩，是吧？好，谢谢。Today, as we emerge from the pandemic, we have seen the shift towards a platform economy and a more collaborative, rather than transactional way of working. Institutions are also recognizing the need to thrive in a network economy, to focus on lifelong learning and reskilling as opposed to rote learning. There's also increased readiness with which students and faculty alike have accepted online and blended learning. Institutions recognize the need to carve out a new role within the 4th Industrial Revolution. So I'm immensely grateful today to have found forward-thinking partners like Samuel from Aventis and Multiverse, who believe in responding to these changing times and rising to the challenge of democratizing education through the use of technology and the metaverse to make education accessible for all. So the metaverse is an evolution of Web 2.0, which is where we are now. The metaverse, think of the metaverse as a more immersive and allows for digital experiences and ownership in the virtual worlds. Think of Web 1 as the age of information, Web 2 as the age of interaction, we all have social media accounts, and Web 3 as the age of immersion, identity, and interoperability. The metaverse thus appealed to me as I saw an opportunity to bring communities closer together, especially in a post-corona world. The threat of the pandemic has now entered our cultural imaginary, and we will see shifts in habits, in lifestyles. It's akin to how 9/11 has forever changed the way we fly and engage in security protocols. In addition, as a creator, the idea of having ownership greatly appealed to me instinctively. Animilka-Brancis Yat-Siu shared that he believes that the essence of the metaverse begins with property rights and the ability to own and control our virtual assets and data, thereby leading to greater economic freedom and digital democracy. Whether that can be achieved remains to be seen, and we are so early in the game, ladies and gentlemen. You're all front runners just being seated here. I'm no Pollyanna. I do not believe in a utopia. But isn't that what all creators, change makers, and thought leaders want? Aspirational beliefs? Isn't that what an education is about? To inspire us to dream bigger, to be better? Democracy in itself is an ideal, but it doesn't stop us from pursuing it. The ability to potentially make this world better and provide what we at Smobler call ideas: inclusion, diversity, equity, accessibility, sustainability. This is what attracts me and my team to be early pioneers in the space. What we do in Smobler is to provide strategy as well as metaverse architecture design, the creation of aesthetically appealing, ergonomically functional, community-centered, engaging virtual worlds that provides for, not extracts from, its students and community. And through our collaboration, we will be able to offer value, quality, and accessibility across geographical, economic, and social boundaries. This, to me, is what an education is all about. Making all our lives better as a collective. This is exactly what lies in the heart of our partnership with Aventis and Multiverse. And to my naysayer amongst us, I say this, that fundamentally, the metaverse is after all a human endeavor, not a technological one. And as such, it will see its fair share of detractors and nefarious miscreants. I do not see this as a reason to fear change or the process, because it is all part of evolution. What I do hope is for all of us to see more public-private partnerships where we can collaborate, create more innovative ideas and dialogues. The clearer we all are in what we want from the metaverse, the better it will be for all. And finally, I wish to leave you the words of anthropologist Margaret Mead, who says, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." So Smobler, Multiverse, Aventis, and all of you here, let's go change the world. Thank you.